Ask something. Ask something. No, like for real, ask us something, cause how else we supposed to know you got problems? Shit, look, take my advice with a grain of salt. Whether you use it or not, hey, that's your call. I never said I give good advice. Matter of fact, I give hood advice. So think twice when you ask me something. Say it with your chest, motherfucker, stop frontin'. Got questions about your relationship? Better ask a professional, cause I don't know shit.
You got questions and need advice? Ask some. Go ahead, say what's on your mind. Ask some. You got questions and need advice? Ask some. Ask some. Stop frontin'.
Thumbs up.
Alright, so this next one is from Bag a Bitch.
Huh?
Bag a Bitch.
Bag of chills?
Bitch.
Okay. Alright.
Bitch.
You really pronounced that really well.
Bitch.
Damn.
Twitter is George300.
Alright.
And I can see why they're not going to let you go to college. Alright, so the question is, I'm a senior and I'm starting to apply to colleges. I want to live on campus out of my city, but my parents ain't having it. Well, based on your Twitter, I can see why. Two different approaches to this. It could either be A, they love you so much they don't want to let go of you because obviously you're their baby and they want to make sure you're okay, which every parent does. Some parents, it's hard for them to disconnect, you know, pull that umbilical cord off and be like, go on with your life. It's going to be tough. Sometimes you have to prove to your parents that I'll be fine, you know, yada, yada, yada. Sometimes it's just not going to work, okay? Or you've probably been in trouble so many fucking times that they can't even trust you and as far as they can throw you. But they obviously still care about your future and care about your education. And they want you to go close, which obviously is not a bad thing. Because either way you look at it, if they're paying for your school, you should go wherever the fuck they want you to go. But bottom line, it's going to come down to where you're going to be approved to go. So, I mean, if your parents are tough and they're sticklers for this and they obviously are not having it, you're going to have to, you know, obviously work with it and find a school that's close by that provides a program that you're looking for and go from there. You know, that's a tough situation to be in. I had a friend that was like that. But again, three sides to every story. Most, you know, in situations like this, you're still a kid. I'm not saying you're not adult-like, but there probably have been some immature instances where you've proven to them that you're not reliable or you're not trustworthy enough to be on your own. So there's always that avenue too, and that's the thing. So work with it, good luck, and get straight A's.
That's it. I mean, look, if your parents don't want you to go to a school, what is it, like far from home or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, obviously out of his city, so
yeah.
it's either going to be within state or if it's out of state. No matter what, if it's far, it's far.
They probably don't trust your ass. They probably don't want you, you know, because they're probably the ones paying for this. So, I mean, really your only solution, if your parents are going to put you through college, first of all, you shouldn't be too picky about that. Like, you should be grateful that your parents are going to put you through college.
A lot of kids don't go to school.
For sure. So, like, unless you can like get loans on your own and do your own shit, and then you can go to whatever college you want to go to, then do your thing. But if you can't do that and your parents are the ones that's gonna have to do that and support you, then you're gonna have to do what mom and dad is saying. There's really no way around that.
I do have one suggestion. Best approach to college, okay, is that typically four-year institutions are very expensive. Tuition is ridiculous, okay? If you want to prove to them that you're trustworthy, this is one solution. Go to a 2-year college nearby. A 2-year college, you know, just something local. Get the core requirements, prereqs out of the way, because you probably haven't really decided on a major yet. By doing that, you're proving to them that you can act like an adult, you can be trustworthy, and that obviously you have an idea of what you want to do with your life. By doing that, you could obviously start talking to them about going to a university to finish your bachelor's. That's always one solution. But if they're not having it at all, you're up shit's creek without a paddle.
Boom.
That's it.
Okay. My next question is from Dylan George. He got like a 2 first name type of joint.
It's like Bob Dylan George.
Yeah. Or like George Dylan. Like either way.
George.
It say, I am really great friends with this kid at my school. But he sometimes says bad things to me. What should I do? That's kind of like similar to my first joint when somebody had the fake friend, I guess, that was saying like shit. All right, basically, all right, so they saying bad shit to you, then I mean, it says I'm really great friends with this kid. How can you say you're really great friends if he's saying bad shit to you? Like that doesn't even make sense to me. I mean, it just isn't that like what, redundant? You know I'm not good with big words, but I just threw that one out there.
You did anything? That was good.
That was good?
You want to roll?
All right. So if he's saying bad things to you, then you know what? Maybe you're not addressing it. Maybe you're not saying like, hey, listen, like, you know, I know it's hard for young kids or younger people to just kind of like get serious with their friends for a second. Because I know it's like all y'all do is like fuck around all the time. Not like that. Like, pause. I'm just saying like all you guys do is fuck around and shit. Probably egg houses and shit. But what I'm saying is like I know it's hard to be like, hey, like on a serious note, like real talk. If you say real talk, then they know you're serious. Cause like it's like yo.
Then they're like, oh shit, you got something to say.
Like yo, hey, like real talk, and you say it with that serious face, like yo, real talk.
Yo, real talk.
They'd be like, oh shit, what's up?
Sick of this shit.
You know that I really like, hey man, like I don't really appreciate like how you know saying like all these things about me or whatever. And then you know what I'm saying, then you gotta see how they gonna react to it. If they're gonna be like, man, you're acting like a little bitch, man. Quit acting like a little hoe. And then if they're gonna be like that, then you know what, fuck them and go find you some new friends and do what you do. If they can't take, if that, in the other case that he's gonna be like, yo, I respect that. Thank you for approaching it like that. I ain't gonna do you dirty like that no more. Let's do our thing. Let's be friends and do our thing with the thing and the thing. Go.
What he said. No. You say he's your great friend. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know, man. I think you're just trying to cover up the real thing, which is obviously he's not your real friend. Okay? If he's a real friend, you don't fuck with your friend like that by saying things obviously that they may find either hurtful, uncomfortable. I mean, that's the thing, right? You're probably just a big ass pussy. I don't know.
Oh.
Okay? But either way, if someone is saying something you don't appreciate, you need to be real with them.
Yeah.
Because until you say something, they're going to keep walking on you, be like, he's just a pussy. I'm going to keep saying, man, fuck you. You smell. Wash your ass. Comb your hair. You're ugly. Fuck you.
All of that.
If you allow that to continue on, they're just gonna think that you don't give a fuck or you're that soft. In some cases, be like, man, fuck you. I don't appreciate the way you're talking to me. You know? And if this goes on, I don't think I could ever talk to you again. And if it gets physical, like I said, kick him in the dick. Kick him around the motherfucking dick. So that's all I gotta say. So cool.
Hi.
All right, this one is from DOS 6.
Oh.
It's the same Twitter, but it's at DOS_6.
Word.
Question is, I am extremely shy, and I've been sheltered my whole life. I have no idea how to act around people. Please help. All right, so this is a sincere one. I went to school with some friends that who I still consider friends who've obviously broken out of that shell, that were sheltered. The thing about being sheltered, it's there's so many different ways to consider a sheltered person. Either you've had a family that obviously have protected you their whole life, never wanted you to be around negativity, never really had any time for you to experience responsibility, pay a bill, kind of get a culture shock of reality, real life. For me, on the other hand, I grew up culture shock, reality, real life from an early age. So I had to grow up and mature very fast, okay? A lot of people obviously didn't have to go through that who had the privilege of being able to grow up in a nice home. In your case, you probably grew up in a pretty nice home. Obviously, you were sheltered, so that means your parents really cared about your surroundings, who you interacted with. That could be a bad thing and that could be a good thing. The good thing about that, of course, is that you're growing up to be a well-respected individual. But the bad thing is, of course, that you haven't been able to learn and experience things on your own. By that, you're not going to allow yourself to be socially comfortable to speak around other people. And being social is a part of being who you are and meeting new people, meeting friends, meeting someone you might like, getting in a relationship, speaking amongst other individuals. How do I act around people? Well, you're going to have to think to yourself, what do you feel comfortable talking about, or what do you feel comfortable about doing? For instance, there's probably things you like to do, hobbies. Find people who have similar hobbies or similar tastes. It will require you to talk. Communicate. If you can't take that step, then I tell you to move back home. I don't know. You're going to have to break out of that. Find someone who you feel comfortable with and start talking to them. By opening up to one person can lead to you talking to other people, because you need to start somewhere. If you don't plant that seed initially, you're never going to be able to break out of your shell. So that's my 2 cents.
You know what else helps in situations like that? Like, I don't know how old this person is, but getting a job like a customer service, like where you have to deal with customers,
That's
whether it be like a grocery store or anything like that. At first, of course, you're going to be very quiet, but, you're going to meet like fellow employees who you obviously have something in common. You work there. Mm-hmm. You could be like, yo, I can't stand a fucking boss here, motherfucker. Then, you're going to have stuff in common. You're going to interact with customers, slowly but surely you get more comfortable. And that's how you get more comfortable talking to different people, and you meet new people all the time. So I think that's also a great way to overcome this whole situation that you are dealing with. This next joint is from Anderson Kayet. It says, I need advice on making good YouTube videos.
That question is definitely for you.
As far as making good YouTube videos, it's about how much time you put into your videos. I mean, anybody can literally make YouTube videos. What separates good from bad ones is how much thought you put into them. You can't just, turn the camera on like, hey guys, how you doing? Well, today I was at school. And, come on, talk about something. If you are going to vlog, talk about something that's, interesting, or, maybe a topic that's hot at the moment, or something like that, and give your opinion on that. Also spend time like trying to learn like editing. You don't just want to like your videos to look like shit when you put them up, So like I said, just invest time into making your videos look good. And make sure that, of course, at first you're not going to be comfortable in front of the camera, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you go back and see some of my old shit, I wasn't as comfortable as I am now. You kind of grow into it. You kind of get more comfortable as it goes. And you can talk to the camera and this and that. So, just put time into them. Consistency is always great. Try to upload at the very least, like, twice a month. That's the very least. But, once a week is great. So put thought into it. Stay consistent. And that's about it. I mean, really, there's nothing more else to it. Just, make quality shit. People don't want to see bullshit on YouTube. That's what it is. Because anybody, like I said, can grab a camera and just start talking to this shit. That doesn't mean, oh, I'm a YouTuber now because I do that. No, because anybody could do that. So you got to do something that's going to individualize you.
That's a good word.
That's a good word. You proud of me on that one? So you got to figure out, like, what's going to separate me from the thousands of motherfuckers doing the same shit I'm doing.
Just don't do it to fucking do it. You do it because you love it. If you love it, that'll set you apart from everyone else.
A lot of people get into it for the wrong reasons. They want to be YouTube famous.
That's it.
That's what most people actually, real talk, get into it for. I never had that in mind. I honestly didn't even know how many people were going to watch my shit. I just knew that I had a lot of ideas that I wanted to get out, and I wanted it to be seen. I never wanted to be like, yo, I want to be fucking number one, this and that. I'm just kind of doing my thing week by week and go. That's it. Just go along with it. But most people go into it like, oh, I'm trying to be YouTube famous and this and that.
That's a wrong way to do it.
That's a bad. No, don't.
That basically gave him a platform to not also express himself, but to show the world that he's funny and he's got some original ideas. That's what's going to separate you from everyone else.
G-Unit.
Word. What else do we have to share?
That's it.
That's it? All right, so you got anything to say before I say something?
Yeah. Are you going to tell them about all these questions?
Yes.
Go ahead and say it.
All right, so as you know, we all appreciate and love the fact you guys are watching the videos and you love them. We always get a lot of questions. Trust me, we look at every one of these questions. The reason why we're only selecting these questions is because they're not the same questions we see every day on Twitter. All these relationship questions, especially for the dudes. How do I get a girlfriend? Well, fucking talk to one. That's how you do it. You want to get a girlfriend? Talk to somebody you like. Okay? That goes for everyone that has a question about how do I get a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Fucking talk to a girl. Why you gotta be so shy? Be a man. Man the fuck up.
And people keep asking us questions that we've already answered similar to. We're just gonna ignore
Don't waste
those.
your time. Don't waste your fucking character count typing a fucking Twitter message because we're not gonna answer it because
we
we
want
already
new
answered
shit.
it. New shit. Ask us some real serious questions. These questions obviously are different from the others. Ask us real shit. If you ask us real shit, your question will probably be the next one being answered.
Boom. That's all I gotta say. Give this shit a thumbs up. Holla at your boy. See y'all next Wednesday. Why you gotta take my advice with a grain of salt? Whether you use it or not, hey, that's your call. I never said I give good advice. Matter of fact, I give hood advice.